Welcome. As everyone's starting to come in, happy Monday. Welcome to the Ambassador Training. We are going to be joined by a member of the Nowsite team, Elizabeth, and she's going to be helping us with some of the new aspects of Nowsite that they have. They have a fun little challenge that they're going to be announcing, and I know that we had discussed this over the last 2 weeks um, about some of the different channels and the WhatsApp groups that they're going to be launching. And so we have Elizabeth here that's going to go over everything. So as we're learning more about Nowsite, let's make sure that we save our questions to the end. So if you do have them, please get ready. We also have multiple translations, so feel free if you want to speak in whatever language that you feel necessary, and then we can make sure that we translate those questions and answers specifically for you. Without further ado, Elizabeth, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Are you Patrick, by the way?
I am, yes, I'm Patrick, aka the Root Brands.
Okay, it's wonderful to meet you. A
Pleasure's all mine.
lot of nice things about you. So, first of all, everybody, welcome. My name's Elizabeth Larson. I am a personal business transformation coach. I've been teaching social media with websites and funnels professionally for over 10 years. I have done this for a lot of different companies and helped people get great success. So, I'm very excited to show you what we have put together for you in the Nowsite system. And the thing I love is the content that's coming in. So let me go ahead and just do some overview of what's in there. Talk to you about your challenge of what you're going to be doing, because this is an exciting challenge that's really going to get you activated and get the people in your teams activated as well. And then I want to show you the content of how it's going to change out from week to week. So first of all, in your team content, I want you to see some things that have been added in for you. Now, I'm going to come over here and we're going to have training each and every week for you guys to be able to help you really utilize this content and utilize the Nowsite system. Let me get this shared. Okay, perfect. So in here, you're going to see your June content. Now, each week, this will refresh with new content for you guys to share, to make your post around as well. You're also going to see a whole bunch of other pages in here and content in here where you're going to be able to find podcast clips and other things in here as well. Product info, lots of different things that you're going to be able to find all in here. Now, we also have multiple countries as well. This one being English, of course, is mine, but we also have German, French, let's see, Spanish, and a lot of others as well. So let's go ahead and get started here. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to talk to you about the challenge itself. And so we have a 30-day challenge that we're setting up for you guys, and we can tell who's posted and who hasn't through the Nowsite system. So we'll be able to help you guys keep track. But it's 30 days of posting, one post every day for 30 days. Now, what is this going to do? There's a couple of things this is actually going to do. First of all, the number one thing that this will do is it's going to get you engaging more on social media, which is going to create more conversations and create more interest in your business. The second thing it's going to do as well, though, is if you have team members, they will follow what you do, right? We all know that. They will follow what you do. So if they see you are posting, it's going to activate them into posting too and get them excited about doing this as well. So the posts can be anything. It can be about your Root Brands business. It could be about personal things. It could be lifestyle. It could be funny quotes. Whatever you want to do in that 30 days, everything counts as long as it's a post and as long as it's made with the system. Everybody good with the challenge so far? And I'm going to show you some things on how you're going to do that. Okay. So let me come up here and I'm going to share my screen. And when I do, I'm going to show you this Nowsite system right here. Okay. And I'm going to come over here to grow my social presence. Now, this is how you're going to post, and this is how easy posting is going to be for you. We come over here to grow my social post, And under quick post, you're going to click select right here. So if you want to do a post about your product, your business, anything like that, you're going to hit select and you're going to come over here to team images. And when you click on team images, you will take your team images, and I'm going to go, of course, to English, US, and UK. And you're going to find those all the way at the bottom will be your new posts. And I'm not sure why they got placed over here. But you have all these fantastic posts that you can make. And so let's say I want to do this one right here. It starts with what you put in your body. And maybe I want to talk about how the products and nutrition are helping me in my active lifestyle. Maybe I want to talk about something else like that. Let's go ahead and do that one. I'll hit add, and then I'm going to hit the instructions right here. But here's what's so neat about the AI. It gives you, once you make a selection of a photo, whether you upload the photo yourself or use one of the team images that have been placed in there, the AI is going to examine that photo and give you a post based on that photo and or the instructions that you give it. So if I don't put any instructions in here at all and just hit generate, it will give me a post in my writing style regarding this image and what it knows about me. Maybe I want to put in, I want to talk about my Root Brands business and how important nutrition and supplementation is. So let's just do that. Write me a post about my and how important nutrition and supplementation it is to an active lifestyle. Then I just hit generate. Now it's going to take the photo and it's also going to put in the wording, and then it gives me my starting place to work from, right? Fuel your active lifestyle with the power of nutrition and supplementation at the Root Brands. I would take business out. We believe what you put in your body is crucial, just like adding vibrant ingredients to a perfect salad. Let's nourish our potential together and conquer our dreams. Now, if it's not enough for you, let's say you want more of your own story in there and you feel a little more advanced on social media, you can click this little AI button down here. I love this AI button because when I do that, I can make the post shorter or longer. I can change language. I can also give it specific instructions. Rewrite this and put more of my own weight loss story in here. Okay, hit regenerate. When I do that, it's now going to take what I've asked it to do and regenerate the post that it made for me. Transform your active lifestyle with the power of nutrition and supplementation. I'm thrilled to share my weight loss journey with you, a journey that's been supported every step of the way by the Root Brands. When I started prioritizing what I put into my body, it was like adding vibrant ingredients to my life's perfect salad. Every day I felt better, stronger, and more alive. Let's nourish our potential together and conquer our dreams. Now, for me, I truly am more in peace. I would actually probably make it a little longer just to give it more oomph and be able to take out anything I want. But no matter the case, whether you like shorter posts or longer posts, by creating a post with the AI, it will give you the post that will help you start getting engagement on your social media. And I can make it longer like this. Now, once I have the post completed, I can hit get started and I can hit post. when I do that, it comes over here and I can download the photo that it just gave me. And quickly and easily, I have a post made for me that I can put out on social media. Now, you'll notice one other thing here is that I do have the ability to change this to Instagram, LinkedIn, and X. And the goal of the social media posts is to do one post every single day. Now, you could do 40, you could do 50, you could do 2 posts a day, you could do a whole bunch more. It doesn't matter what kind of post it is, but you can do as long as you do a post every single day, you're in the running for the challenge for the 30 days. So let me stop right there. Any questions so far? Everybody good so far?
Real quick, if anyone has a question while we're going through this, I can take a look at the chat, the comment section, and if you have questions, I can either answer them myself, Patrick can answer, or we can stop the lecture and we can answer them on the call. Other than that, please raise your hand if anyone has questions.
Perfect. Now, there's one other kind of post I do really want to show you today because I don't think it's really covered in most of the trainings, and I think it's so neat. Have any of you ever seen a post from your leader or from somebody else in the company and thought, gosh, that's a great post. I wish I had that post, but you don't want to directly copy their post because that would look weird? Oh, come on, admit it. I'm not the only one, right? Come on, give me a hand. Okay. So here's the thing. We have this beautiful, beautiful program called Make It My Own, where let's say that Patrick makes the most incredible post and you're just like, yeah, he's going to know that I just completely copied him if I did that, but I want that post. I want to show you how you can take a post and make it your own because I love this feature, especially when you're brand new. Many times we're scared about posting on social media. We don't know what to post, a crossline post, and it's like, oh, that was really great, but we don't want to just copy out what they said. We want to make it personal to us. So I can come over here and I'm going to come over here to the Nowsite system. And when I do that, I'm going to come over here to grow my social presence. And then I'm going to come over here to make it my own. And make it my own does, let's go find Patrick. Do you have some really cool posts? Kind of this a little bit on the fly.
Do I have some really? No.
No, none?
No, I'm the worst.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go find just some cool post anywhere. Let's see. Uh,
Especially on Facebook. Come on, Elizabeth. Let's
well, Facebook, Instagram, doesn't matter, whichever one it is. Okay. 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 So let's say you find this really cool post and it's from your upline or crossline or something like that. If you want to make a post that's similar to it in your writing style with your story, you just click on this, you come over here, you come over to make it my own, you click upload, and then you take your screenshot and you upload the screenshot into the AI. Then I'm going to say, rewrite this in first person as if I was speaking it and make it more about my story, period. Okay. Now, it could be your story of weight loss, your story of overcoming, your story of believing in yourself to start a business, whatever that is, right? You're going to hit generate. And when you hit generate, this is what's going to come in. It's going to take the post, it's going to upload it. The AI is actually going to read all of the post. And then it's going to make this incredible post for me. Now, for me, it's a little long, but it knows I'm War and Peace. I like longer posts because if I get the person to read the post, I can more than likely get a conversation out of them because I'm going for as many conversations as possible. So I have to share this because it's been a total game changer for me. I shed over 25 pounds and gone from a size 12, 14 to a size 3, but a real win. Mine was I was a 24 and I got down to a 16 so far. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm feeling like me again. My energy is sky high. I can focus all day. My sleep is the best it's been in years. No more emotional roller coasters. I finally feel comfortable in my own skin. No, this didn't come from restrictions or medication. Supporting my body with clean plant-based supplements was the key. These work with my body, not against it. My two favorites, and whatever your two favorites are. I had no idea how off I felt until I started feeling amazing. I'm never going back. If you're here, you're in the right place. It's not just about weight loss, it's about wellness from the inside out. Ask the person who invited you here to get started. This could be your breakthrough too. I would take that part out, of course, and just end with this could be your breakthrough too. I'm here to help. Okay. I keep the image. And again, what if I want this on Instagram instead? I just take that and I just hit Instagram instead. And now I have a post that is put together for an Instagram audience. Same with LinkedIn up here. If I hit it again, it will be remade again for a LinkedIn audience. So there's my whole post. Now, the neat thing is, one other thing that we're not aware of is that we can change the image, but not just change the image, but put wording on here. So I can take this, copy it. This might be a little advanced because I'm not sure what you've been trained on yet, but I'll come over here to image search and I'll go health. Let's see what health and nutrition. Or you could use your own photo. Let's do that. Our own photos work even better, right? So I don't think the one with Eric's going to do really well in that one. Let's do this one. So I'll take this. I'll take my own photo in here and I'll add text to image. And I'll take a little part of my post and put that in here. And then I will change the font size. There we go. Make the overlay just a little bit darker so the words pop. And now I'll take down and form this just a little bit further like this, to square it off just a little bit more. And now I've got this incredible wording to go with my post. So now only do I have a great post here, but now I have a photo with the wording that gets somebody to stop the scroll to read the top part long enough to be interested in the rest of the post. So again, Instagram's where we're at. I'm going to hit get started. I'm going to hit post when I do that. I'll hit create. I'll hit post, select from computer. Now I'm going to go ahead and download the photo with the wording on it. There we go. And hit next, hit next. And now I have a photo that actually stops the scroll and the hook that will make somebody want to read the post. Then I just hit share. Again, quickly and easily made a post about my business, utilizing my own photos, even put words on my own photos without ever having to leave the Nowsite system. All right. Any questions? Yes, you can post on a blog, 100%. The cool thing about these is that not only can you post on a blog, you can post on a blog, website, anywhere you want. Because once you create the post, it copies onto the clipboard of either your phone or your computer, whatever you're using. And then you have the ability to take that wherever you want, including Alignable, which is a great social media platform that's working for a lot of people as well. Awesome, Kathy Jo. Is it Kathy Jo? All right. So the goal is a post every day for 30 days. Everybody up for the challenge?
Hey, Elizabeth.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, how are you? Great job.
Cheryl, we didn't tell everybody else they were supposed to be wearing black too.
Oh, it was a trend who started it. Just really quickly about the challenge, I want to share some results that we're having with other teams, other companies that are taking on the challenge and really kind of committing, if that's okay. I'm not sure if you kind of shared those results, but it's important. Posting leads to expanding your network. When you're posting, you're opening up to a conversation. The problem that most people have is they post for likes and not for conversation. I post for conversation.
Amen.
It's,
Me too.
it's every single like that you get, every single comment that you get is actually an opportunity to create conversations with someone that you haven't spoken to maybe in a long time or maybe even at all. And what we find is when we take the challenge and share with people the impact that it has, it goes an incredibly long way. So I want to share with you something really that's super important, okay? We've set up these posts in all of these languages for you. We'll continue to refresh the content, but I've been in this industry before. I've built in the field before. I did a pretty darn good job at building in the field. I made 6 figures my first year in network marketing. And I'll tell you the difference between the people that do and the people that don't. Let me show you. I'm gonna just send a request to share if that's okay. Thank you. This is my timeline. And my timeline can be a post about something ridiculous. It doesn't matter what this post is about. Who cares? What matters is the 191 people that liked it. And you can see that, right? Elizabeth, you can see that, right? Like each
Yep.
person. Okay, cool. So I know Leslie Hucker. I talked to her yesterday. Like that's real. Okay. I've known Steve for years. Probably the last time I talked to him was less than a week ago. Jen, I invited her and her family to a house down the shore. Tash is from Australia. We're really good friends. We talk and have a meeting every single Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. my time, 8 p.m. Perth time. Okay. Melanie is a realtor. Patrice is in Legal Shield. Mark Wilk is a hockey coach. Olivier is a guy that I knew from a former company that used to live in France, but now moved to South Carolina. Super fun. Gene Beard is a guy that works with women who suffer from menopause symptoms. Pete Rhea has been in this industry for a really long time. We're on WhatsApp. That's where we do most of our talking. I'm telling you that of the 191 people here, try to find me someone that I have not spoken to. Try. I will always create a conversation with that. But the only way to do that is to start posting and start conversating.
Mm-hmm.
The challenge that we put in place for you all, I think it was, Elizabeth said, you can post one time or you can post 10 times and you can post to Facebook and you can post to Instagram. Everybody's waiting for this law of attraction and everybody to say, please pick me, pick me. It's like, why? like I don't look like Elizabeth the way that she shows up, or people. I always make smile. There's people that get on stage and their hair like naturally blows in the wind and they look beautiful. Cool. I'm gonna have to reach out to other people. I'm not going to wait. So you're in a relationship or you're in a business that's full of relationships. Like Wendy has never closed a sale in her life, or else we would just say, buy this and move on. But buy this product, goodbye. But if I bought ram roast off of Wendy, you would start to be my friend, right? Wendy would know everything about me and we would talk, and we don't close sales, we open relationships. If you're serious about building your business, if you think you're in the NFL club, if you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't post anything today, I don't know what to do, you have a perfect opportunity to try this. I think it's like free for 90 days. If you've had it and haven't used it, that's a shame. Today is your day. But like, I'm telling you, people get wild results from being consistent and taking part of the challenge using the images that we have, just posting what comes to them and building their confidence and creating relationships. The next part, we've given you every tool. The next part is up to you. I'll see if there's any questions. I kind of took over there. Sorry, Elizabeth. Love you.
Oh, it was perfect. One add on to what Cheryl's talking about is think about all the people that you've connected with in your life. Think about the people that you actually follow on social media. They probably share their story. They're probably showing up as themselves, their life, their lifestyle, their things. I know one woman who built to the top of her business the entire way in a robe and a messy bun. In fact, at the Association of Network Marketing Professionals event, she was speaking on stage. Half of us couldn't figure out who she was. We remember the voice sounded familiar, but the woman didn't look like anybody we knew. And then finally, Sean Murphy comes out afterwards and says, "Oh my gosh, I hardly recognized you without your messy bun and your robe." It's not about how you look. It's not about any of those things. It's about sharing your authentic story. Ray Higdon taught me this, and I'll tell you, it changed everything for me. Go back and talk to the person that you used to be. Go back to talk to the person that you used to be. And if you're only this far ahead, go back and talk to who you were this far back. It's your journey. People want to be on the journey with you, but you can only invite them if you actually share your story. You actually share what you're doing. You share why you're doing it, what you're building, and what your vision is. That's how you create excitement where people want to follow you and want to go along the journey with you.
So I know that there's different languages and there's translators and we have to speak slow. Like,
Which I'm terrible at.
slow down. Whether you comment here or not, there's this ability to be accountable, and accountable to yourself is, are you going to take the challenge? Are you going to show up for you? Are you going to be consistent? Because people don't do what you say, they do what you do.
Yeah.
They're never going to do what you say. They're going to do what you do. And the problem is, most of us, what we do is just not duplicatable. Posting is an act that's just duplicatable. I'm doing it, so can you. I pushed a magenta button, so can you. I used an image, so can you. But if you're going live every day and you just keep on screaming at your people, right? Go ahead, do it, do it, do it. Nobody cares. You're wondering why they're not doing it. People are not going to do it. They're going to do it easy and comfortable for them. Do something that's duplicatable. Okay, and really, really simple. Patrick, what's happening? See if there's anything else that you want to add or go over here for the team. But it was great to be here and introduce the challenge. Elizabeth, we are refreshing the content every week, right? So
Yep.
to make sure that yeah, on it. Cool, great.
Yeah, a couple things. Look, the social media world, marketing aspects of whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, X, whatever it is that you use, it's very much aligned with for many of you who are into quotes. And one of my favorite quotes is, "When was the best time to plant a tree?"
Mm.
First time is 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. And many of you look at social media in all of these different genres, no matter what the platform is, and trying to be a subject matter expert or somebody that's of influence. And I know Clay talks a lot about this, is that we all have affluence over individuals in our own small circles. And content is as right now as it was 5, maybe 10 years ago. And many of you are looking at, you're looking for permission to start. You're looking for permission to do something that is outside of what you see yourself as, in the realm in which you look at yourself in the mirror and go, but I don't think I'm qualified, or I don't have the content, or I don't know what to talk about. And yes, this is a root ambassador social media call with our partnership with Nowsite. But what we're doing is we're giving you the tools, we're giving you the necessity and the platform in which how you can create content to kind of light that fire, to stoke the campfire that has already kind of been, going out a little bit, so that you can re-engage and get that gasoline to pour on that campfire to start building that, so that you're having that conversation that's going to promote yourself, that's going to put you in a position that you're going to be the SME, the subject matter expert, whatever it is that you want to talk about, and leveraging AI and aspects of AI to help engage or find communities or people that you want to connect with is at the tip of your fingers. And what's so important here is to look at, maybe you missed the boat on becoming an influencer that has thousands, but you know what? You can buy those followers now. So be careful what you think is real and what's not on Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn. You just need to fall in line with who you are and speak your truth. And that is going to make waves for you in whatever avenue you want to grow in. But this contest, this ability that Nowsite is providing you, is helping kind of just engage with you a little bit more and give you some ideas around content that could be posted that's very, very easy. That's something that's super simple about clicking a button, making sure that you're leveraging what Nowsite can provide for you. And by the way, and Cheryl, maybe, I don't know if you've talked about this. I know that we talked about doing I think it was 90 days free that Nowsite is still doing.
Yeah.
So you get 90 days free to sign up, even if you've done it in the past, try it out and test it to see if it's going to work for you. I don't know about you guys, but I can do some damage with 90 days.
You could do it in like 5 days, Patrick. We'll give you 90 days. I'm just teasing. For sure. I think, yeah, it's at the rootbrands.ai. Don't have to do anything special to get the 90 days. You're already special for being here. But yeah, you can make a huge impact in 90 days. Being consistent is really important. But Patrick nailed it. He nailed it, right? When was the best time to plant a tree? That's all you
So
need.
the other aspect that I think is super important is really kind of, one, we recognize that we need to have training groups, and I think Nowsite has created these WhatsApp groups because there are different languages, compliance, as well as we're trying to, and I know that I'm a major proponent, and so is Dylan, about this, about creating small pods amongst yourselves that are going to help engage with others, like-minded individuals that are going to hold you accountable, that you can bounce ideas off of, that you can try new things or say, hey, this worked for me or this did not work for me. And so what Nowsite did is they created these WhatsApp groups for you guys to join so that you guys can communicate with other individuals that are using the platform that maybe are having some W's and maybe some L's, those are wins and losses, around what worked and what didn't work for them, because we want everyone here to be successful. Rising tides raise all ships. And that means that you guys get the ability to engage with other individuals that are using the platform and maybe finding something that worked for them on a specific X or Twitter, excuse me, I just said the same thing, X or Facebook or Instagram. Same, but different. Moving forward so that you guys can promote yourselves and post. Anything else, Cheryl?
Good.
Do you guys have the are you gonna put out the links for those groups?
I don't have the links for the groups right now on me. And I should, sorry. This is the link to get started. That gives you the 90 days. I'll get the links to the groups over to you.
Great.
Patrick, I think what do you call it? I think Alex set those up for us. But yeah, happy to get you guys in the groups and continue forward. This is fun. Thanks so much for having me. And Elizabeth, who did all the work.
All the work.
Yeah, just showing up, trying to take the credit. But this is great. Thanks so much.
Cheryl's amazing. Like so happy you came on.
Thank you.
So we're at our 40-minute mark. I want to make sure, I know we have a small but powerful group here. A lot of individuals, when they hear Nowsite, they feel like it's a lot and it's too much and they don't follow it, or they don't know what button to click, or they don't know how to get started. And I know that Elizabeth went through some, some really simple ways in which how you can leverage the platform to benefit you. I mean, all day long, even if you find somebody interesting, screenshotting their profile and plugging it in and trying to find out a little bit more about who the heck they are, I think is first and foremost, everyone should sign up for 90 days for free and do a deep dive and create a profile or leverage it as a CRM. Actually, you know what, Elizabeth or Cheryl, I'm not sure who would reference this. I think we don't do a good enough job. I say we, but I look at Nowsite as almost an extension of a similar like CRM and how you can manage contacts and profiles and build profiles out. Can you, we have 20 minutes left and I love to take up as much of that time as possible, but can we talk a little bit about how Nowsite can be leveraged in such a way?
Amen. Yeah. Cheryl, you want me to go or you good? Okay.
Good.
All right. So this is actually one of the parts that I absolutely love about the system, because one of the things that's very difficult for us is to understand how to speak to somebody else and what has meaning to them, right? What's their personality? How do we understand them faster, and how do we build that relationship faster so we can actually get to the question of maybe the product or the business? So let me grab my screen right here. And I want to show you a little bit about, cannot get this other screen on. Let's try this. See if I can get this one back on. All right. And then I want to show you a little bit about the CRM and the social to lead. This is something that is so important because it helps you not only keep top of mind and top of tongue, it helps you understand how to speak to somebody when it's time to speak to them, right? So let's come over here and we're going to come over to this part right here. There's two parts that I want to talk to you about real quick. The first one is when you come over here to your contacts. Anybody that you've placed into your contacts will be right here. And you will be able to do a personality analysis on them. You'll be able to have your own notes here so you can have and keep up with what you've exactly done with this person. But what is also really neat about this is it gives you the sales plan. Once you put them in here, it will give you the step-by-step of what to do with that person next. So send a direct message, engage with them, and introduce the concepts of enhancing style, whatever it is for whatever company that a person's with. They have the ability to put those notes in here or have the sales plan here. Your own personal notes about what you've talked about. Maybe you know their kids' names and their family names, their pets' names. Whatever that is, you know that they're going through a situation, and when you go back to them, you want to review your own personal notes of what you said and what you've done with that person already, so that you know when you talk to them again exactly what to do. The other thing that's really neat about this part of the system is that the enhanced info will give you their interests and their skills, things that could take us months to learn about somebody that may not be so easy to learn about them just on their social media profile. So we can know some of the things that are important to them already. We can come over here to the personality analysis. Like Roberta. Roberta is intuitive, she's warm, and she's cooperative. She tends to be energized by teaching and interacting with others, prioritizing relationships over immediate achievement. Now, that's really interesting when you see that, because if you ever met those people, especially in health and wellness, where they want to know every single ingredient and every single research study before they ever even consider doing anything, that's not this person. This person needs relationship in order to trust. Show you a different one right over here. We'll come over to Willie. Let's go to Willie. And Willie's personality is personable, versatile, and enthusiastic. She's fast-paced but excitable, and I have to keep it interesting for them by explaining how the product or service is forward-thinking, creative, trendy, or socially aware. I'm going to talk to her completely different than I'm going to talk to the other person. And because of this CRM, because of this customer relations manager, I have the ability to upload somebody up in here very easily. So let's just grab somebody super quick. Let's see. Let me find somebody. Now, normally when you put somebody in here, it would be because you have had a conversation with them through the comments, they're liking your posts, some sort of internet action has started off, right? And let me just go grab this guy right here. Not really a great one to grab, but try one more. Here we go. Okay. So here I have this woman. Let's say I'm having a conversation a bit with her in the comments, whether it's on my own post or on her post. And I want to start the conversation over in Messenger or in WhatsApp or in Telegram or wherever I'm going to take that conversation. I can simply screenshot this part of her profile, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, wherever it is. I'm going to come over here to the Nowsite system. I'm going to click turn leads into customers. I'm going to browse and I'm going to upload her profile screenshot in here. And I'm going to pick the profile here. Now, do I have the root brands? There we go, root brands. And then I just hit get started. Once I hit get started, she's now tagged to the business profile, and it's going to upload all of that information. She's going to automatically be uploaded into the CRM. It's going to auto-populate everything. It's going to give me her contact details, her engagement history, and her personality analysis. All of that's going to be given to me. So what's so neat about this is that you first start having that conversation, that fear of reaching out to somebody, that fear of starting to talk because we don't really know them, a lot of that can be alleviated because we know so much about them and we have the sales plan. So I thought I had another one here. Let me open up this one real quick because it does take a minute for it to upload. Let me go like this and open up another screen. And then I'm going to show you this right here. So I'm going to come down to Wes, who I have done a lot on. Okay. And so again, it gave me all of his social medias. I have his email and his phone number. It gave me the sales plan, 3 steps at a time. And what's really neat is every time I complete the step it says, I go back to the AI and I tell it what I did and what the outcome is. And then it will give me the very next steps to do. So I'm never scared. I never know. I'm never at a loss of what my next step is. I always know what to do with this person. Again, I can keep my own personal notes on him, like had a conversation with Wes, sent a message, waiting to hear back from him. And then his personality analysis. He's charismatic, sociable, and visionary. Keep your ideas at a high level when trying to persuade them. Talk about the future in optimistic terms and ask about what they're excited about. So it also will tell me how to book a meeting with this person and some specific things that I can say to them that will work with their personality, specific statements, giving the pitch, specific statements that will work with this person. Presentations, again, specific things that will work with this person, even discussing money. All of that is there. So for each step, I just come over to the sales plan and I see what's next. Yes, switch. Okay, so the sales plan is being generated on our friend here that we just did, but I'm going to show you right here what ends up happening. Each step of the thing is made, and when I'm ready to do one of the things, one of the steps, I'm going to click message. When I do, it's going to prepare the contact, and then I'll make a message directly for Wes. When I do that, I can start a conversation and I can reach out to Wes. Write me a message to Wes, period. I want to talk to him about his health and wellness goals and see how his current business is going. Okay. Then I just hit generate. When I hit generate, it's now going to write me the perfect message to send to Wes. I've been thinking about our amazing journey towards health and wellness goals. How's it all going? Plus, I'm curious to hear the latest about your business. Great. I can hit copy to clipboard. Once I do, it will allow me to send a message to him. I can send it in Messenger, WhatsApp, however I'm communicating with him. When I am done with that, I will come back over to him. I will grab his name. I'll come over to the home page, and then I'll come over to the nav, which is part of the CRM system. And I will grab whatever he was in, whatever profile I'm working in, and then I will update him. So let's just do that again. Engage with social media posts related to wellness topics. Let's just do it with that, with psych. Here, come over here. All right, I'll hit a message. Write a message to. I want to talk about her health and wellness goals and see how things have been for her. Okay. Once the message is generated and I send that out to her, I will come back over and update that. So again, quick to copy, come back over. Now, I'm going to copy this. I will come over here and I will go root brands. Find root brands. There we are. I'll hit get started, update. I reached out to her to get a conversation started around health and wellness, period. I want to see if she is a product fit for the product or business. Okay. Now I'm going to hit and update that. Once I update this, what's going to happen on the back end is when I go back into her profile, the step that it told me to do will be checked off, and then it will give me the next steps of what to do with this person. So not only do I have the ability to put my own notes in there, the AI is actually doing the perfect roadmap navigation for me to know exactly what to do with the person next And all I have to do is each time I do something with that person, come back over here and just tell the AI what I did and what the outcome was. If I do that, then it will continue. So look at this. I've marked the conversation initiation as complete. The next step is to assess her interest and fit for the product or business, which is due tomorrow. So it will keep you on track as you are talking. Please evaluate her response and let me know how it goes. Okay. So now when I come back over to her, again, and I'll show you it, especially with Wes right now, because each time I do this, I want to show you how long this goes. Each time I do one, it actually comes back to the next and comes back to the next. And then it will tell me exactly what to do based on what happened the last time. So again, super important to use this part of the system. It's going to help you be able to really navigate those hard conversations so much easier and get those genuine conversations started easier. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah. And actually, I'd like to step in here. We have just over 5 minutes left. Cheryl, Elizabeth, thank you so much for helping lead this. I want to make sure we have the rest of these 5 minutes to make sure everyone who possibly has questions over the challenge or just Nowsite in general can ask those questions. So please raise your hand on the Zoom or add into the comment section and we can look at those today. Yeah, and Jennifer, let me. Jennifer, you can talk.
Yeah, I was waiting. Hi, y'all. In regards to I think you said CRM, customer relation management, would we initially have to enter in that information manually, or is it just taking a screenshot of the person's profile on Instagram or Facebook?
It's a simple screenshot. You can and add it in manually if you want to, like say you have somebody in your phone and they're not on social media at all. But for the most part, we always do a screenshot and it's that simple.
Wow, because that's the part, that's the part I didn't pick up during this conversation. So that's why I wanted to double check, because I do have folks that are not on social media. And then I also obviously have people that do. So I just wanted to make sure I understood that part. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad you're here today.
Thank you.
We got two questions. One was actually a question for the ambassador group. Michael questioned if we have a German group that would like to get together to exchange ideas and get knowledge together about Nowsite. I think it's a great idea we have people all over the world. So if you want to get together in your groups, people you might know, the more you know about Nowsite, I would encourage everyone to also exchange that information. If you don't know about Nowsite, we are all connected, as we all mentioned. So reach out to your uplines, downlines, and work together to keep growing with that. And then Amy had two questions. Actually, thank you, Cheryl. So the 90 days, yes, it's free. And then can you please clarify the 30-day challenge is 30 days in a row?
It is 30 days in a row. And
Okay.
and that's going to help you build the habit of posting.
Oh, good question, Kathy Joe. We'll get those links sent to us afterwards by Cheryl. Kathy asked where the links will be coming from for the groups, and we'll have that after the call, hopefully pretty soon.
Right.
Awesome. Are there any further questions? I know it's a very fun challenge to get going, and funny enough, it's a challenge that grows your community, your brand, your business. At the same time, it gets you learning kind of a new skill for a lot of people. But if there's no further questions, Cheryl and Elizabeth, again, thank you for both coming on. Again, training our community on Nowsite and really bettering everyone's understanding about social media.
Absolutely. And I'd love to see you guys next week. So, and remember, bring any questions that you have, grab your questions and we can answer them. We can do a deeper dive next week. Whatever you guys need, we'll be here for you. All right. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.